5 Worst Moments in U.S. History That Have Changed Everything. The Trail of Tears. 1838 was the year that witnessed the Trail of Tears, a massive relocation of Native Americans that were moved their homelands to the Indian Territory, today's Oklahoma, located in the western part of the United States. Members of Creek, Cherokee, Choctaw and Seminole nations died by thousands, suffering from disease, exposure and starvation. 4,000 Cherokee Indians died on the journey and never reached the new land. All in, 46,000 Native Americans were removed from their homelands to 25 million acres of territory for the new American settlements. The Dred Scott decision. In 1857, the United States Supreme Court stated that people of African descent that were imported into the United States and kept as well as their offspring, whether they were slaves or not, could never become citizens of the U.S. and had no constitutional rights. The United States Congress was also made powerless to prohibit slavery in territories. Black Tuesday. In 1929, during what is now being called the Black Tuesday, the massive stock market crash triggered the Great Depression, which engulfed the whole world. Unemployment has reached critical levels, with over 25% of Americans out of work and trying to make ends, while crop prices dropped by around 60%, hitting rural areas and farming very hard. The KKK marches in Washington. In 1929, Washington was taken over by the Ku Klux Klan white supremacist movement that marched down Pennsylvania Avenue in broad daylight, clad in but without wearing masks. The article in the Times stated that the marchers had received a warm reception. This event symbolized the nadir of race relations, a horrifying era that lasted from 1890 till around 1940. It's been the most racist period for the U.S., characterized by violence and white supremacist alterations of history. Internment camps. In 1942, the U.S. government sent thousands of Japanese American citizens to internment camps. By the order signed by Franklin D. Roosevelt, more than 120,000 Americans of Japanese ancestry were held in those camps during the whole war. 62% of them were second-generation American-born citizens of the U.S., Nisei, or third-generation Japanese American. The rest were first-generation Japanese American and Japanese immigrants.